the Acoustic Cafe, which is Passaic Valley's premier concert venue. I'd like to welcome our friends from PKRG. I always want to say WKRP in Cincinnati because I'm a little dyslexic about it. We're taping tonight's show for local access television, so therefore, be on your best behavior. Any antics that you pull while you're here will be videotaped for the playback later. Okay? We've got a great co-bill tonight. Terence and Danny Schmidt. And in a small departure from the norm, I'll be playing with Terence tonight. I don't usually play here at the coffee house, but I am part of Terence's band, so I'm going to play with him. Can everybody hear me okay at this mic?
Yeah.
Okay. The Acoustic Cafe is a volunteer-powered, non-profit coffee house associated with Our Lady of Mercy Church. And part of the proceeds from the concert go to our twinning parish in Valliere, Haiti, which is used for education. We received a nice write-up in the Record this week, and that was at the, really more so than the cafe, was an account of our #1 volunteer and the founder of the cafe, my lovely wife, Barbara, who I see has not made herself ready to stand up in front of me. About other cafes, including ours, in the fall. So without further ado, so we get the show on the road. Up first is going to be Danny Schmidt. Danny Schmidt's from Austin, Texas. He's the winner of the prestigious Kerrville New Folk Award in 2007. And he writes with lyrical complexity and a style drawing comparisons to Townes Van Sant and Leonard Cohen. Sing Out Magazine, actually this is said the best singer-songwriter we've heard in 15 years. His latest CD is Instead, The Forest Rose to Sing, and there's a new one in the works. Will you please welcome Danny Schmidt.
Thank y'all. Thanks, Gordon. Thanks, Barbara, wherever you're hiding. I'm particularly excited about this evening as well because as soon as I started writing songs, I went to this folk music conference where you're told that if you want to start being a professional musician, this is where you go to start networking and everything. And it was overwhelming and horrible. And I saw these two cool guys hanging out in the lobby who also looked overwhelmed and miserable, and befriended them immediately. And it was Terence and Dan, also at their first conference. And we spent most of the conference in the bar hiding from all the folk business ears. And, so it's always a pleasure when our paths get to cross again. And somewhat remarkable that we're all still doing this, given our dispositions. Oh, no, you're not. I'm sorry. All by my lonesome, by myself. Ain't no soul left this boy can sell. 'Cause there ain't no reason, make no rhymes. And oh, child, you're right on time. Oh, child, the things I could tell you, the things I could tell you, but you already know. Them rhymes ain't cards you play like poker. They're jokers, so hold 'em till the fools all fold. So the child came over, the child came out, speaking in a whisper what a man might shout about dreams and devils, dollars and dimes. And oh, child, you're right on time. Oh, child, the things I could tell you, the things I could tell you, but you already know. Keep drawing them dreams in the dirt with your finger, 'cause singing's about bringing that mud some soul. So we sing all night, we talk all day, we sleep while the farmers of the world make hay, throw pennies in the well, pull back wine, and old child, you're right on time. Old child, the things I could tell you, the things I could tell you, but you already know. Water to wine and wine to wishes, and wishes to something you can drink down cold. Why now? Why all now? Hope's just something you need somehow. Why now? Why all now? Tomorrow ain't going away. Hey, hey, hey. A golden-tongued child of fireside night, spitting songs in the kettle, the heat up high when the blood's to boil, the soup's sublime, and old child, you're right on time. Old child, the things I could tell you, the things I could tell you, but you already know. You're better off broke with soup in your belly than sitting there hungry round a pot of gold. Yeah, you're better off broke with soup in your belly than sitting there hungry round a pot of gold. Having some health problems, and a friend of mine made me a ring that said "This too shall pass" on it to help me keep my head straight. And I got sort of taken with that phrase and how much it says about our sort of transient nature. I need to dig a little deeper into it. So that inspired this song. Things change fast, but this too shall pass. Better carve it on your forehead or tattoo it on your ass, 'cause who can tell when the clock strikes 12 if today's become tomorrow, if it's all just gone to hell. My friend makes rings, she swirls and sings. She's a mystic in the sense that she's still mystified by things, but scared to ask. How can nothing seem to last? 'Cause like a cancer in your body, it all just goes too fast. We think too big. We think ourselves is one whole thing, and we claim that this collection has a name and is a being, but deep inside, when every cell divides, what sets upon the rule that states self-interest is divine. And cancer too lives by this golden rule that you must do unto the others as the others unto you, all for the best. 'Cause it's all that life accepts, and so we kill it like a buffalo, with awe and with respect. Don't ask God, just holler at the sky, 'cause she'll tell it to you plainly in the clouds that whisper by, and praise the shapes. Then praise the way they change, and they'll teach you not to pray to light without you pray to rain. So I pray to hands, and I pray to knees, And I pray to blades of grass to find forgiveness in the weeds. But as for help, I just never did believe, and so I never prayed myself, except to those that prayed for me. The story goes, or the way that I was told, there was a king that always felt too high, and then he fell too low, and so he called all the wise men to the hall. He begged them for a gift to end the rises and the falls. But here's the thing, they came back with a ring. It was simple and was plainly unbefitting of a king, engraved in black. Well, it had no front or back, but there were words around the band that said, just know this too shall pass. Forgive me if I'm a little scatterbrained today. I was completely scatterbrained last night, forgetting lyrics left and right, because we put in an offer on a house yesterday, a house I've been looking at in Austin. I've never bought a house before. I'm a folk singer. Houses are like unicorns to us. But we've been keeping our eye on this one, and we put in an offer actually the day before yesterday, and it was supposed to come back yesterday, and it did not. But I was like total scatterbrained all day. But this morning we got a call and they accepted our offer, and I apparently have a house. Folk singers scattered all over the country are applauding too, because now we have a place to put them when they come through town. That's gonna be way better than I thought. But I wrote this song while we were in the middle of the house hunting process, because I was a little bit surprised at the sort of emotional significance it took on for me, and as far as like a sense of commitment and rooting. I grew up in Austin and was gone for several years, my 20s, and moved back a few years ago. But there's a sense of like I'm setting down my roots and taking on something big, and so that kind of inspired the song. There's signs in all the yards with a price tag and a plea. Well, can't you hear them houses sing? Can't you hear them houses sing? And I can see my daughter swinging in the shade of every tree. Well, can't you hear them houses sing? Can't you hear them houses sing? And I can move a mountain when the mountain moves in me. And I can hear them houses sing. I can hear them houses sing. But every building tells a story. Every builder holds a pen. Well, can't you hear them houses sing? Can't you hear them houses sing? They only tell beginnings. They're yours to tell the end. Well, can't you hear them houses sing? Can't you hear them houses sing? And I can move a mountain when the mountain moves in me. I can hear them houses sing. I can hear them houses sing. But if there's limestone neath the pylons, well, that's stone enough for me. Can't you hear them houses sing? Can't you hear them houses sing? 'Cause I'm cracked in all the places I expect my steps should be. Can't you hear them houses sing? Can't you hear them houses sing? And I can move a mountain when the mountain moves in me. I can hear them houses sing. I can hear them houses sing. Well, they sing like tired children. They just sing the things they know. Then they sink into your arms until your dreams become their own. But the only thing that stands between the houses and the homes is a mountaintop, an old steel pail, and 30 years of stone. So all you quarry men and miners, you family men and friends, well, can't you hear them houses sing? Can't you hear them houses sing? 'Cause I'm here to move a mountain. I'm here to make a man. Well, can't you hear them houses sing? Can't you hear them houses sing? 'Cause I can move a mountain when the mountain moves in me. And I can hear them houses sing. I can hear them houses sing. Yes, I can hear them houses sing. Can't you hear them houses sing? Thank you. Hey Gordon, if you're in here still, will you do me a quick favor and on this song, push the guitar a little bit quieter because I strum on this one. I forgot everyone's strummy one. This is just kind of a love song to girls in general. Swing me down, oh Carolina, swing me back, Virginia. Swing the girl that takes you home, then swing the girl that brings you. Hey, 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 hey. I wake up every morning and I sleep most every night, and I drive but still the highway just keeps spinning out of sight. And I ride until the sunset bows its head down to the light. And I bow down to my partner too, and we promenade all night. So swing me down to old Wyoming, swing me back Dakota, or swing the girl who cleans you up, then swing the girl that broke you. Hey, 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 hey. There's one that likes to Lindy, and there's one that likes to sway. And there's one that likes to lead, then there's one that likes to stray. And you're crazy if you leave, but just as crazy if you stay. 'Cause there's something about the way that caller's calling it today. So swing me down old Arkansas, swing me back Oklahoma, swing the girl who rents your heart, then swing the girl that owns you. Hey, 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 hey. mine. It's a holler of the heart that leads to making up the mind. 'Cause it's not that I don't love you, I'm in love with your whole kind. So swing me down, oh Colorado, swing me back, Nebraska. Swing the girl who tells you what, then swing the girl that asks you, hey, 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 hey. I can't promise it's a blessing, but I swear it's not a curse. And to love so much, it must just make a heart to burst. Like a dandelion sneeze, like a cloud that's raining thirst. There's a love that swings around us, spreading seeds upon the earth. So swing me down old Illinois, swing me back Missouri. Swing the girl who boils your blood, then swing the girl that stirs you. Hey, 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 hey. Somebody told me the original plant Ford factory was going to be not far from here, in Connecticut. What's the little town up there? You guys know what I'm talking about? Who was telling me about that? Barbara? Somebody was telling me that before he decided on Detroit. This song's sort of a globalization story. Come on, guitar. Henry was a man of steel. He built his cars in 2s and 4s with a Motown sort of soulful feel, and fatter than before. Back home to Henrietta kissed the kids would let him champagne soup and dancing lessons dizzy on the floor. They had it all till it all went south to Southland Street. Had it all till it all went heading south. Hammer, fall, and strike the steel and bend the beat. They had it all till it all went heading south. Well, the factory was made of gold and all the workers loved him so. 13-hour days were slow, but they kept the children fed. Every year at Christmas time, he'd send them home with pork and wine, and sound the horn and ring the chimes. It's Christmas time again. They had it all till it all went south to Southland Street. Had it all till it all went heading south. Hammer, fall, and strike the steel and bend the beat. They had it all till it all went heading south. Well, breakthrough at the factory, they built a car from subsidies. It was fast and it was duty-free, right out the door. They called them days the golden years. They cried them big old golden tears till the kickbacks kicked their golden rears, 'cause the border ain't no more now. They had it all till it all went south to Southland Street. Had it all till it all went heading south. Hammer, fall, and strike the steel and bend the beat. They had it all till it all went heading south. They pack their bags for Southland Street where the water's brown, the air is cheap. The workers work for refried beans, it's the waste of all wastelands. Well, that don't mean they give a damn, they'll build them big old ass sedans. Say screw it, cause the master plan says catch us if you can. They had it all till it all went south to Southland Street. Had it all till it all went heading south. Hammer, fall, and strike the steel and bend the beat. They had it all till it all went heading south. Well, they threw themselves a big parade. They were flying flags and getting laid. Cause the peso makes an easy trade, just freedom for a feast. Two came crashing through the door. It was dancing dervishes galore. It was the Indians and banking whores saying, come on to the east. They had it all till it all went south to Southland Street. Had it all till it all went heading south. Hammer, fall, and strike the steel and bend the beat. They had it all till it all went heading south. Part again because that's sort of important. They threw themselves a big parade. They were flying flags and getting laid. Cause the peso makes an easy trade, just freedom for a feast. Two came crashing through the door. It was dancing dervishes galore. It was the Indians and banking whores saying, come on to the east. They had it all till it all went south to Southland Street. Had it all till it all went heading south. Hammer, fall, and strike the steel and bend the beat. They had it all till it all went heading east. They had it all till it all went heading east. They had it all, but then it all went heading east. Thinking about that wall we might knock out. This song came after some phone conversations with my girlfriend who was spending time with her 97-year-old grandpa, who I never got the privilege to meet, unfortunately, but her grandma had just passed away, and he had been suffering with dementia for a while, and was pretty disoriented, but she got him talking about old stories in his life. He remembered all those clearly, and she learned a lot from the stories as well. And he just sounded like a beautiful guy who was struggling at the end, and this made me think about how our culture doesn't do as good a job of integrating that phase of life into the rest of our lives, like maybe some older, more agrarian, people that lived closer to the cycles of life and death, I think, incorporated that part of life more gracefully. That's what inspired this song. Grandpa buried dignity when he got old, like a killer and a child now for 7 long years. But he wets his own bridges if he's not told. They used to build bridges, they would light them up at night. Grandpa built bridges, they were delicate webs, with ridges and valleys joined hand in hand. When Grandma went empty the last of her days, he told her she'd come and could go with grace. Hold on, hold my hand, I know you know the way. With eagles' wings and songs to sing, we'll lead you across the bay. Grandpa built bridges with crestview spires, with braids of wires and wings of steel, till he walked on over with his heels on fire, and the bridge burned back with a captive haze. Hold on, hold my hand, I know you know the way. With eagles' wings and songs to sing, we'll lead you across the bay. Grandpa built bridges like mountains and birds. Now he's curled at the bottom where the sun can't warm. 'Cause there's nothing in our culture about mountains no more. There's no more stories about calling up storms. There's no more stories about sitting up straight, a proud and with purpose our time to take. To the last breath cools for the clouds to make, and rain back down to fill the bay. Hold on, hold my hand, I know you know the way. With eagles' wings and songs to sing, we'll lead you across the bay. It was 30 days till Easter when the elm tree at the church. Thank God it fell on Friday, 'cause at least no one was hurt. There was fear it might delay the second coming of the Lord, 'cause a stained glass crucifixion was in stains upon the floor. They spent a day of cleaning and a day to board the hole, where the stained glass once had cast a godly light upon the fold. But come the Sunday service, all the faces now were gray. They commenced to take donations as the faithful knelt to pray. On Monday they discovered that the man who built the glass was the only man in town who could, and sadly he had passed. But his father, who was 90, said the tools were in the shed, and he'd kindly try and resurrect the window from the dead. The congregation argued, but the wise ones all rejoiced. 'Cause in the one hand was solution, in the other was no choice. So they gave the man their blessings, and they gave his hand a shake. They gave him all the coins they had collected on their plates. was 7 days till Easter, they'd seen neither hide nor hair. So they came and knocked at supper time in hopes the man was there. But a banging from the basement was about all that they could hear, and curses that might make the devil blush and wash his ears. Come first thing Easter morning into everyone's good grace. The man was up on ladders with the window nailed in place. It was covered in black velvet like a hood or like a veil. He pulled the sheet and there it hung, apocryphal and frail. The chapel fell to silence, it was more than just surprise. It was the monstrosity, oh I screwed up. The seams had melted jagged, they were crooked like a spine. The glass was rough like hands of man against the hands of time. There was blood stains in the red and there were teardrops in the blue. He said it may not be the best, but it's the best that I could do. The chapel fell to silence, it was more than just surprise. As the monstrosity of color slid its tongue across their eyes, and they shivered from exposure like babies born again, 'cause in every pane of glass was all the joy and pain of man. There was every fearful smile, there was every joyful tear, there is each and every choice that leads from every there to here. There is every cozy stranger, there is every awkward friend, there is every perfect night that's left initials in the sand. There's every day that's filled so full the weeks would float away. There's all those days spent wondering what to do with all those days. There's every lie that's ever saved the truth from being shamed. Every secret you could ever trust a friend to hide away. There's a fortune of discovering a new face you might adore, and the thrill of coming home to find her clothes upon the floor, and the prideful immortality of children in the home. And the storm can't grind the mountain down, it can only shift the stones. There's everything your mouth says that your lips don't understand. Every shape inside your head that you can't carve with your hands. And every slice of glass revealed another slice of life. Emblazoned imperfections in a perfect stream of light. It all flooded through the window like rapids made of fire. And then God rode through on sunshine and sat down, 'cause he was tired. He was tired. As the thunder and the hardwood settled back into its place, well, God removed his veil and there were scars across his face. And some folks prayed in reverence and some folks prayed in fear, as all the shades and chaos in the glass became a mirror. think I got time enough for a couple short ones, and then we will take a little intermission and eat some treats, get some coffee and refuel, and then Terence and Dan and Gordon will be out there for y'all. This is a brand new one I just finished. It's sort of about not letting anyone else tell you what your limitations ought to be. Know thy place, and know thy part. Know it by name, know it by face, know it by heart. And don't look up, 'cause it's a long ways down. Step by step, and breath by breath, it's a trail of doubt. It's a trail of doubt. I've heard them tell you lies, that all that's true's been tried, that life's been carved in ice, so hide your light and fear your flame, and know thy place, and know thy part. Know it by name, know it by face, know it by heart. And don't look up, 'cause it's a long ways down. Step by step, and breath by breath, it's a trail of doubt. It's a trail of doubt. I'm here to tell you this, that the sky is yours to kiss. So go and lift your lips and raise your eyes and expect surprise. And know thy place, and know thy part. Know it by name, know it by face, and know it by heart. And don't look down, 'cause that's all been seen. Step by step, and breath by breath, it's a trail of dreams. It's a trail of dreams. Step by step, and breath by breath. Step by step, and breath by breath. Step by step, and breath by breath. It's a trail of dreams. I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to leave you with a rehearsal. I have to play at my friend's wedding coming up, and this is a wedding song that I wrote that I need to get sharp on. But just giving that disclaimer means I won't mess it up. So thanks for allowing me the disclaimer. And thank you guys for being here and being such great listeners. I really appreciate it. I want to thank Barbara and Gordon and all the volunteers whose names, if I try to list all the names, I'm going to forget them. So let me just say the volunteers, they're great. And yeah, thank you guys for all the work you put into making this happen. And thanks to Terence for sharing the evening with me. It's a pleasure. We both have CDs over by the door, and mine are $15 for one, and then 10 for any subsequent ones after that. I got 5 different ones, so I'd be happy to help you find something you're looking for. Yeah, so thank you. Just in case my security blanket. out of springtime weather. Processional friends now strike the band to play. Walking in the winds, you take this man forever. I don't know about forever, but I'll take him every day. Walking in the winds, been living just a half a life. Aloft but now descends, it's the grounding of the self. Walking in the winds, you take this girl to be your wife. Do I take this girl to be my wife? No, but I take her for herself. Walking in the winds, it can toss you quite a distance. So tie fingers on the hands when you feel the grip is strained. Walking in the winds, you love this man in sickness. Do I love this man in sickness? Is there any day that's sane? Walking in the winds, through the mud and through the mortar. Mold your house with just your hands, warm the walls with company. Walking in the winds, for richer or for poorer. For richer or for poorer, man, the whole world just turned free. Walking in the winds, might just stumble onto treasure. Through every curve and bend, there's a cave to stop and look. Walking in the winds, plan your dreams together. You best plan your dreams together, for they're running underfoot. Walking in the winds, don't let the daylight linger. You can claim the trip begins, break the glass and sing the song. Walking in the winds, the ring upon the finger. Slip the ring upon the finger, man, it's been there all along. Walking in the winds, when all the lipstick stains have dried, smeared prayers across your lips, you now go and kiss the bride. We can only bless the time and hope for gentle weather, that the will to grow together just grows stronger in the winds. That the will to grow together just grows stronger in the winds. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for listening. Terence will be up in just a few minutes.
Okay, let's hear it again. Danny Schmidt. We're going to take a short break. We're also going to try to cool the room off a little bit. I know it's a little bit hot with the lights and all that, okay? So be back in about 15 minutes. Join us for Terence Martin. Something tells me it's showtime. It wasn't my idea, just so the little lights go out. Okay. Welcome back, and just a quick introduction here, and it's my pleasure to be able to perform with Terence. Terence Martin, singer-songwriter and published poet, was born in London, grew up in Los Angeles, and now resides in Westchester, New York. His music has been critically acclaimed, and he has received national radio airplay. His latest CD is Even Trade, and he is about to release the 6th CD, and we're going to hear a couple of songs from that CD tonight. Homegrown Radio has a great quote. His use of metaphor and symbol are as finely writ as any serious novelist and stand on a peer footing with the work of Neil Young or Bob Dylan. Please welcome Terence Martin.
I feel like I've already done the set now.
You should be relaxed.
wanna be a weatherman on cable TV, broadcasting sunny days as far as I can see. I want everyone to pretend to be me, like an airbrushed girl in a magazine. I don't want much, I want everything. I wanna wander down a desert highway beneath the stars, and have a stranger pick me up in a brand new car. I don't wanna be God, I wanna be God's best friend. I wanna die and be born again. I don't want much, I want everything. A weatherman, a magazine, a brand new car, and a diamond ring. I wanna live with you in a great big house with lots of windows to let the darkness out. I don't wanna be your lover, I wanna be your wedding ring, next to you, wrapped around your skin. I don't want much, I want everything. A weatherman, a magazine, a brand new car, and a diamond ring next to you, wrapped around your skin. I don't want much, I want everything. A weatherman, a magazine, a brand new car, and a diamond ring next to you, wrapped around your skin. I don't want much, I want everything. Okay, we got this thing going. So we're gonna do some, not super old ones, but some older ones, and then do a couple of new ones for you. Hopefully the CD is gonna be out in about 3 or 4 weeks, so got my fingers crossed. You used to be a husband, you've always been a son, and the pictures in your wallet, they they changed every month. No matter what you call yourself, down in your deepest heart, east of the river, you're still who you are. Out west they fight about water, and they drink their whiskey neat, and it shakes and rolls and rattles, but it comes down on its feet. And as she turned to leave you, the sun was sinking low. East of the river, it's always time to go. You used to be a landlord, now you pay the rent, and the rest of it you borrow if you can find a friend. You'd pay to change the weather, you'd pay to change your name. East of the river, what falls is more than rain. It's more than rain. So, this is a new song. I went out to Los Angeles. I drive out there every year, and went out last year and told Dan, but when I left, I said, you know, I usually do a lot of writing on the road. I said, you know, if I'm lucky, I'll come back with 2 or 3 songs. And I got out there and met with my best friend lives out there, Gregory Hicks, and he said, well, what the hell, let's just write the whole album. And so we literally wrote a song a day, and took, you know, kept some of them, took some out back and shot them, and ended up with 10 songs that I was really happy about. So it was, those kinds of things are you're always grateful for. And I was talking to Danny about this, and he says, the cool thing about when you write that many songs in that short a time, you really do sort of end up with some continuity, you know, because it's not like you've written them over a year and a half or 2 years. The songs sort of hung together nicely. So they're all really good, or they're all really terrible, but they're all what they are. Anyway, this is called Down from Sacramento, and this features Dan Bonus on the lap steel, channeling Clarence White.
How does this thing start?
You wrote it.
Like that. Like that. All right.
I came down from Sacramento, left by the side door. Kiss you as you lay there. You said, honey, let me sleep some more. It's a short trip, but a rough one, from the heart into the mouth. And the words run down the page, from north to south. Down from Sacramento, I can see it in the rearview mirror. Down from Sacramento, and I'm still there. It's easy going downhill with gravity on your side. St. Christopher around your neck, asking for a ride. Down from Sacramento, I can see it in the rearview mirror. Down from Sacramento, and I'm still there. And the river asks you if you can swim, and the highway knows exactly where you've been. And the San Joaquin says the world is flat, and the mountains tell you you can count on that. You can count on that. How much can you pack in the backseat of a two-tone Cadillac? A sunrise in the morning and a moon to pull you back. Down from Sacramento, I can see it in the rearview mirror. Down from Sacramento, and I'm still there. Down from Sacramento, I can see it in the rearview mirror. Down from Sacramento, and I'm still there. This next song took me, I think, 3 years to write. And I thought I had it and played it and hated it, let it sit for a while. And then I played it for my buddy's wife, and she totally misinterpreted the song, so I threw it away again. And so I think I finally got it right. So this is called What Side of Town? This is another one of the new ones. This is kind of like walking a tightrope here, you know. I've actually played these songs with Gordon, and I've played these songs with Dan. I've never played these songs with Gordon and Dan, so we'll see how it goes.
So to our
On this side of town, they turned the electricity off. But the sunset climbs the wall, and that's enough. On the other side of town, the light's so bright, I can't even see who's standing there right next to me. And they ask me who I am and what it is I've done. They say, what side of town do you come from? At my window, there's a filling station with no fuel. They say they got everything you need, but I'm no fool. On the other side of town, they promise nothing, but they'll turn all the lights from red to green. And they don't ask who I am or what it is I've done. They know what side of town I come from. And the street's too loud to go down there today. And if someone asked my name, I wouldn't know what to say. And there's always some parade that's called on account of rain. And I'm just waiting for the weather to finally change. So don't ask who I am or what it is I've done, or say what what side of town do you come from? Or say, what side of town do you come from?
I got to tell you, it's really, for me, really a privilege sharing the evening with Danny. I think Danny Schmidt is just a mother of a songwriter, and he really is, you know. He's got a voice that I would give a limb to have, you know. So. It's nice when you're a fan of one of your friends.
He's a damn nice guy, too.
Yeah, he is.
So this is called 23rd Street Runs into Heaven. 23rd Street runs into heaven. You had your last supper there. She sat across from you at the table. In your flat at the top of the stairs. You wrote a poem all about him. That's true, but now you're out of print. And those words seem so far away. And I've been looking for you ever since. The street feels like it's heavy when it's wet after a rain. And does your heart weigh more when it's empty? Does it weigh more than it did yesterday? Down below the fire escape, where the lonely bus stop sits, two lovers fumble each other, as they steal a goodnight kiss. And the street feels like it's heavy when it's wet after a rain. And does your heart weigh more when it's empty? Does it weigh more than it did yesterday? 23rd Street runs into heaven. You can see the sunset from the roof. Out where the river draws a crooked line between my memory and the truth. The street feels like it's heavy when it's wet after a rain. And does your heart weigh more when it's empty? Does it weigh more than it did yesterday? Way more than it did yesterday.
So I want to thank you for all coming out tonight. It's really nice to see you all. Some familiar faces. It's gratifying. I think there's so many of you that I think I'm going to have to tune. That I might be able to get through the set without doing it, but. You'll never let me live that down.
Did you have another battery?
Yes, I did, actually. I did have another battery. I did have another battery. Unfortunately, it's about 50 yards away.
Say when I take them out of the smoke detectors every year. Because they're still good, you know.
One time Terence and I opened for Patty Larkin, and she had a battery malfunction. She was missing a AA battery that she didn't have. And I just happened to have one in my pouch. Just Without that, the whole show couldn't have gone on. It's just
Sure.
amazing. One battery can do that.
Make it a longer story, Dan.
How about that, Dan?
Oh, thank you. The gods are being kind to us. You know, it's also the problem that the green room, which is about 100 yards long, the green room is about 20 degrees cooler than this room.
Oh, they're gonna leave.
And you bring the guitar into this room and the guitar just goes, yeah, so.
Or if you travel like Danny from Austin, Texas, and then the guitar goes into complete shock.
Yeah.
Here. It's just wood. It's just wood, you know.
It's wood. It's gonna change. Anyway, this is called Looking South. There's a tilted sign by the side of the road with a tilted arrow that tells you where to go. It's probably still there on the outskirts of town, pointing at its shadow stretched out on the ground. I could write like the devil, but I couldn't read the signs someone put there for everyone to see. And I could dream like the devil, but I couldn't sleep. So the dream got restless and walked out on me. They're working on the highway, it's down to one lane. And you can leave, but you can't come back the way that you came. And there are words round here that you left behind. And some of these nights I can hear every line. I could write like the devil, but I couldn't read the signs someone put there for everyone to see. And I could dream like the devil, but I couldn't sleep. So the dream got restless and walked out on me. Like the devil, but I couldn't read the signs someone put there for everyone to see. And I could dream like the devil, but I couldn't sleep. So the dream got restless and walked out on me. There's a tilted sign by the side of the road. So, This next song is a bit of domestic blues. This is called Room to Spare. That's just too rough, you know? Okay. The radio's been talking ever since you stopped. I don't know where you're staring, but it's a long way off. How do you know all our secrets? How do you know what we said? We always thought we could keep it by our shoes under the bed. Just leave me a note that says nothing, 'cause I got the room to spare. As empty as that dress that you left on the bedroom chair. You had a heart with a hole in it. It hung by a chain. If I knew how I'd stolen it, I'd steal it again. But if wishes were dishes, we'd be unfinished drinks we left out in the kitchen, piled up in the sink. Just leave me a note that says nothing, 'cause I got the room to spare. As empty as that dress that you left on the bedroom chair. On the bedroom chair. Just leave me a note that says nothing, 'cause I got the room to spare. as empty as that dress that you left on the bedroom chair. On the bedroom chair. The radio's been talking. Ever since you stopped. I don't know where you're staring, but it's a long way Pack these memories in tight. You can take them all along. You tell yourself you travel light, but you're probably dead wrong. I've got a sister back in Statesville, and we talk now and then. I could drop it down into reverse and see her once again. Miles and miles from here, miles and miles from here. Put a message in my hat to remind me who I am, but it blew out the window. Besides, I don't remember him. Miles and miles from here, miles and miles from here. One hand on the steering wheel, kill the engine, and sometime there's a house across the street from you tonight, and a stranger on the front porch, but the house still looks the same. Would she smile at you and call you by someone else's name? Pack these memories in tight. You can take them all along. You tell yourself you travel light, but you're probably dead wrong. Miles and miles from here, miles and miles from here, miles and miles from here, miles and miles. Thank you very much. We're going to do one more for you. Thank you so much. It's always this wonderful combination of exciting and terrifying to play new songs, for an audience. But thank you for receiving them. So it's been a pleasure to play for you tonight. Where is the life we might have led? It started on the corner where we'd never met. I nearly turned to you, you nearly turned to me. At the intersection of what is and what could be. What would have happened, we'll never know. That's the way it didn't go. I saw a child that might have had our name. He passed me in a crowd just the other day. He spoke some words, but none of them were clear. Our shadows nearly touched as he disappeared. Did he have your eyes? I'll never know. That's the way it didn't go. I'm not myself today, and you're not who you are. We're one lane over, riding in that car. They read a map, but they don't recognize the road. And if they think about us, they don't let it show. Where did they turn? We'll never know. That's the way it didn't go. The door you didn't walk through, the girl you didn't talk to, the light you didn't run that day, the call you didn't answer, the unrequited dancer. You met her glance and turned away. Put it down lightly, you know how things can break. I can't forget the love we didn't make, the sun that didn't rise through the window that's not there, the way it didn't fall on your face and on your hair. What did you dream? I'll never know. That's the way it didn't go. What might have been, we'll never know. That's the way it didn't go. 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 Here, can you sit through a two-song medley with Danny and me? I don't like that business of leaving the room and then sort of going, oh, you really want me back? Okay, so actually, Danny and I put this medley together over emails. Two songs, it's a medley.
Yeah.
We're not even
It's
stopping.
not up to Willie Nelson's standard of medley, but it's pretty good.
Here, let's get like more on the same level. So mine's called A Bird to Take You South, and Danny's is called Company of Friends. And I'm not even sure, I don't think either of them is in the same key that we normally sing it in. So, but we had to make some accommodation to be able to modulate without like moving our capo up and down the neck. You know. So here we go.
Ready for a treat or a train wreck?
Yeah. Guess here we go, right?
Good night.
Ready? I guess it'd be good to take the mute off my guitar, wouldn't it? Ready? All right. Good start.
Still doesn't sound like you're plugged in.
Well, I have to do this by degrees. I don't want to shock you all.
That's the train chugging to a start.
It doesn't bode well for that first corner, does it?
I don't know if I want to be on this train.
Yeah. Now, this is kind of a motif for tonight, isn't it? 2, 3. Let's try that again.
Sure.
Okay. That was the rehearsal. Okay. It was a little fast, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's some breath for you to hold, and some lungs for you to breathe, a pair of eyes for you to close, and some sleep for your dreams. Here's a poem to carry in your mouth, and a bird to take you south. Here's a left hand to tell the right, and a heart for you to beat. Here's 2 arms to hold on tight, and 2 legs when it's time to leave. Here's a poem to carry in your mouth, and a bird to take us south. Take us south. Here's the sun for you to rise, and another to go down. Here's some darkness for your eyes, and a place to land when you hit the ground. Here's a poem to carry in your mouth, and a bird to take you south. Here's a poem to carry in your mouth, and a bird to take you south.
Let them judge me by my company of friends. Let them know me as the footprints that I left upon the sand. Let them laugh for all the laughter. Let them cry for laughter's end. When I die, let them judge me by my company of die, let them toast to all the things that I believe. Let them raise a glass to consciousness, not spill a drop for greed. Let the bubbles rise at midnight, let their tongues get light as thieves. When I die, let them toast to all the things that I believe in restless hunger. I believe in red balloons. I believe in private thunder. In the end, I do believe. I believe in inspiration. I believe in lightning bugs. I believe in slow creation. In the end, I do believe. I believe in ink on paper. I believe in lips on ears. I believe what's shared is sacred. In the end, I do believe. And I believe in ink on Sunday. I believe in raising Mars. I believe in wasting Mondays. In the end, I do believe. I believe in intuition. I believe in being wrong. I believe in contradiction. In the end, I do believe. I believe in living Schmidt. I believe all hearts are made. judge me by my company of friends. Let them know me as the footprints that I've left upon the sand. Let them laugh for all the laughter. Let them cry for laughter's end. But when I die, let them judge me by my company of friends.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming, and I know you enjoyed the show. Terence, Martin, Danny Schmidt. If you haven't had a chance to check out the table, you haven't been here, please sign up. And if you just do one last favor for our volunteers as you leave, if you can just take your chair and lean it up against the wall here. Everybody goes home early or later, so we